everyone, it's Melody Lane here, and look where I'm at, 3D Cuts again, and look what they came out with, some new shapes. I'm really excited. Look at how cute these are, and I love the colors they used, but of course, you can make these in any colors you want. And they're only 99 cents each, so that's $6 for all of them. But if you bought them all at once and wanted the whole bundle, it's only $2.49. Starting today, for the next week until May 20th, this code will expire, but you can use this code, Melody May, all small letters, to get 10% off. Yeah! So use the code to get 10% off your entire order at 3D Cuts. Yeah. I said your entire order. They have many more than just these, but today I am going to be working with the hashtag and making a hashtag with art, and I'm going to do it in all different colors. It's going to be a rainbow of colors. I'm going to show you how to put the hashtag together. And if you want to see the videos of how to download this in Design Space, I have already done a video on that, and I'll put a link here for it and in the description below. And then I also have a tutorial on how to put one of the letters together. I'll also add a link to that in the description below. But if you haven't seen any of these yet, this is the first time you watch one of their videos. Look. They got the letters and the numbers. You can put these in any way you want, any color you want. Use any paper you want. Put them in any way, like you could put them in a big square instead of all lined up. There's so much you can do. Isn't that so cute? These are so awesome. And I wanted you guys to get a discount. So use Melody May and get 10% off. Now back to Cricut Design Space. This is the universal frame, and I put these in different colors. I'm actually going to be cutting the frame out in black, and the bottom color of paper, I'm going to use glitter white paper, and then I'm just going to use plain white paper for this part because you don't see it at all. It's hidden. So I'm going to use black paper for this, and glitter paper for this, and I'm also going to emboss this. And I'm going to be using 4 of these because I'm doing a hashtag and then ART for hashtag art. So let's go ahead and get this ready to cut. And you'll see how it cuts. Okay, instead of just doing one at a time, I want to do 4 of them so I can do all 4. And when I do this in Design Space, I just have the frame saved as 1, and then the A saved as 1 and the R. So I'll have to go back and do those all separately, but it's easier that way. If I want to spell different words, I just do each letter at a time. You'll see here, these all only fit on 1 page. I'm going to use an 8.5 by 11 paper, cover up that area. But the background piece will all fit on 1 12 by 12 paper. So I'm only using 1 piece of my glitter paper. And then the frames, I will need 4 sheets of the 8.5 by 11 so they fit on there correctly. And these make 5-inch boxes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out. Then I'll come back. You can watch me put one of them together. Okay, I started making a word, but I still have one more to do that's going to sit right here in front of it. What do you guys think it's going to be? Is it going to be an M and spell out Mart? Maybe a B. I could spell Bart. Or an F, and you know what that spells. What do you guys think it's going to be? Raise your hand if you think I'm going to make an F here. All right, I saw one of you raise your hand. No, I'm not making a fart. I am making a hashtag. Hashtag art. Isn't that fun? So I did rainbow colors, and I can take all these out. I did not glue these down. The only thing that is, the boxes are like glued, like this is glued. This is not glued, so I could always change it. I used glitter paper, and I used my Cuttlebug and embossed it with a Doris chevron. one. And then these are all stuck together because you have to put pop dots. Can you see them? You have to put pop dots in there, so it gives it more of a 3D effect. And I will be doing this one totally in front of you, so if you haven't seen this done, I'll do it for you. And then I can just put this in here. I could change that out because picking out colors is the hardest thing in the world for me, to pick out paper colors. I couldn't decide to have this black and then have the frame white. I couldn't decide, so I did the black frame. But I could change it. I could do a white, glittery, sparkly frame. Or I could get this on here. There. Sometimes you have to work at it a little. Push in the corners. I could add embellishments to these. Oh, it says art. Maybe add like, cut out a paintbrush or an art palette and put on here. That would be fun. This would be great for an art teacher. She could put this in her room. So let's put these aside and we're gonna do the hashtag. First, let's do the frame. Here's how it gets cut out, just a square frame. And then I already folded this. This is just easy. I have the machine score this for you. So if you have to score it yourself, it does have lines that I think it would cut if you had a different machine to know where to score it. But on the Cricut Explorer, it scores it for you if you set the score lines. I do have a video to show you how to download it in Cricut Explorer. So the score lines and sizes are all correct. And I will have that video in the description below. And I'm using hot glue here because let me tell you, I messed up on one of the letters, the letter R. I did the T first, started backwards. And the T, it doesn't matter which way you fold these up because it's the same. There, got that done. It's the same both ways. When I was folding them up, the R was totally looking backwards after I already did 2 of these. I'm like, oh no. I don't want to have to recut these again. So I used my heat gun and put my heat gun on the corners where I had the glue, and then the heat melts the glue and you lift it apart. And then I had to score it the other way. I had to fold it the other way, and I just heated up the glue again and melted it and put it back. If you like the frame, it doesn't matter. If you fold it up or flip it over, it's the same both ways. Some letters are the same, like the T, didn't matter. The R, it really matters. I'm using a bone folder just to get it a little crisper. I didn't even do this on the other frames. So it's not totally necessary. You can just fold it over. Like that. And this is put together pretty much the same way. How quick this is. And in Design Space, you do have to change some of the lines to score lines. It doesn't take long, and you do have to size it. But then once you have a letter sized, I save it. And I never have to do it again. And I only do 1 frame. Get rid of the glue strings. And then I just cut how many frames I need to have. Okay, we're done with this part. Oh, no, we're not. Can't tell what I'm missing. This is the hanger. This is optional. But I don't know how else you're going to hang it unless you put tape on the back or something, or maybe you can glue it to a canvas. Or put it on foam board. That would be good. Way. But I put glue on this side, so this is the side I have to... Oh, no, I didn't. I did it right. Oh, I was thinking I did it wrong. But, yeah, you could put this just on foam board and put different letters on it. That would be fun. Okay, we're done with the frame. Set that aside. And I like to do the bottom layer first. The bottom layer is the hardest because the score line, there's not much room there to fold. And which way is this supposed to be? I don't even know. It's kind of italicized. Oh, it's supposed to be this way. You know how I know? Because the number 2 is right there in the top corner. But you could probably do it either way. So it's supposed to be this way. We're going to fold it. Fold down the little corners. Okay, we got the bottom layer done. Well, let's make sure we're doing it right before we have to do it over. Okay, it's going to go like this, so these are going to be folded down. So I'm going to flip it over so I can fold them up. I always like to test it, make sure it fits. That's the way we want it, so we need to flip it over so we can fold it up. Corners. Okay, that's the way the hashtag goes. And that's all going to fit on there. Okay, so now what we do is add some pop dots. You add them to the inside of the second one first, And remember, if you're using pop dots like this, you can cut this part and use that too. That's what I did on actually every other letter. I think I only used one circle. I cut an entire thing of this up and used it. Because with this project, you're going to be using a lot of these, depending on how many letters you make or how many shapes you make. Wouldn't it be fun to do the music one? A musical note. You could write music and have some notes around it. You could do I heart anything. You can make hashtag craft. There's so much to do. And I'm going to cut one of these in half. I think. Don't need a whole circle. Let's see, you can cut these. Okay, now we got all the tabs off. And we're going to put it over top of this one. Fit the bottom one inside. And there. Now we have that one started. Now we have to do them on this one. Okay, now let's put this one on. And I like to work all the corners in first. There we go. Put it in the box. Now we got that done. Hashtag art. Does that look cool? It took me so long to decide what colors to do, but you guys tell me, what do you think? Should I put the back piece black and the frames on white? Like probably a glitter white. Should I add some bling to it? Tell me in the comments below. Tell me what to do. What would you do? Okay guys, thanks for watching. I love you and I'll see you in the next video. Remember to use the code. It's only good for this week. I'll put the code at the top of the screen. Go to 3DCuts.com and you can save 10% on your entire purchase. Yeah. Alright guys. I love you and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I just want to give a shout out to some of my Patreons who help support me and make some of these videos possible. So thanks Jamie Molina, Marianne Solomon, Kathy Hanusa, and Tabitha Carroll from ShutterScapeCreations.com. Thanks guys.